Well, this past week, the world got a better understanding of what it means to be under a conservatorship. Pop star Britney Spears has been under one for the last 13 years, and in a court hearing earlier this week, she asked for it to finally end. Now, some of the revelations she made were in stark contrast to how she's presented herself over the years on her social media, with many of her most dedicated fans pretty shocked to hear about all she's had to navigate through. Here to break down some of what was said during that hearing is founder of the website Celeb Map, Carly Mullane. Carly, I want to start by showing a picture that you posted the day of the hearing, because I want you to share with us why you felt it was striking a chord with you now.
Right, full transparency. I've been covering Britney since the beginning of my reporting career, and I've been a fan of her since the beginning of her career. So I'm answering this question wearing both my hats as fan and pop culture commentator. And this picture is from a VIP meet and greet I did with her in July 2018 in Atlantic City during the tour we now heard her testify she didn't even want to do. Court documents that were reported this week also detailed allegations that she was forced to work while sick. And on this particular concert date that I was in attendance of, the backstage staff told us she had a 102-degree temperature, and Britney herself even mentioned it while performing the concert. The picture is actually my pregnancy announcement, so Britney knew I was expecting before most of the world did. And seeing it always brought me so much joy and an appreciation that she was such a trooper, to be such a good spirit even while sick. But you know, it hits different now hearing the testimony. Because from a pop culture perspective, you know, this really plays into her claims and somewhat supports it with this evidence.
Well, I know you were an entertainment reporter during Britney's heyday. What was it that got her into conservatorship in the first place? A lot of people, you know, we've been fans of her, we've heard her music, but didn't really realize that it's been 13 years since she's been under control of her father.
Right, and you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I don't personally know Britney Spears, and of course, due to privacy, none of us truly know what conditions, mental health or otherwise, that justified the court approving the conservatorship. But there's a laundry list of things that played out in the public in 2007, going through a divorce from Kevin Federline, public questioning of her parenting of two toddlers who were born a year apart while she was possibly dealing with postpartum depression. There was, you know, a stint in rehab, the shaved head. She hit the paparazzi's car with an umbrella, had a heavily criticized MTV performance, and was associating with some what many believe to be some controversial figures. So in early 2008, there was also a highly publicized domestic issue over the custody of her kids, which resulted in her being placed on an involuntary hold. So in sum, you know, there were concerns over her mental health and potential undue influence. And so the conservatorship was put in place and put control over her personal life and finances, mostly in her father's hands. And since then, you know, additional figures and entities have entered the arrangement, but it's largely been unchanged in the past 13 years.
I mean, I think, you know, whether you like Britney's music or her as a person, you know, you can't deny that she really did shape pop culture for quite a while and continues to hold so many people's attention. What would you say was the biggest takeaway from the hearing this week?
Yeah, she really does deserve a lot of credit, be it all the records with music sales, TV ratings, or being a trailblazer of Vegas residents of current artists who have younger fandoms. But unfortunately, because she's been on an indefinite work hiatus since January 2019, what we really only see and get from her these days has been her social media posts. So for me, what stood out the most from this testimony was the difference in her voice, literally and figuratively, between how she presented her case in court versus what she's been saying and how she's been sounding online. To me, she sounded, you know, in no uncertain terms, she said she wants this to end. And she just sounded like a woman who was remembering her greatness and reclaiming her power. And I think at the very least, we are all paying closer attention, and this issue, the conservatorship issues that she has, at least, the very least, need to be revisited and reconsidered.
What happens next? Are you aware of when her next hearing is supposed to be? I know you're watching this closely.
Yeah, so the next court date is scheduled for July 14th. And between now and then, it really does seem that Brittany has the stage and we are all paying attention. Officially, she and her court-appointed attorney need to formally file a petition to end the conservatorship. And then the judge will, determine whether or not she needs to undergo another evaluation. She has made it clear she does not want to be evaluated again. But that petition to end needs to lay out some arguments as to why the conservatorship is no longer justified. And we got a glimpse of what her arguments might be. She did say that, she's put out a handful of albums. She's performed, 4 years in Vegas in a residency, a tour, since the conservatorship has been in place. So she seems to be arguing that she is capable of earning a living for herself and many others, including a lot of family members. And so in this petition to file to end, we may be seeing that and more. Although this next court date will not be public as this past week's one was.
Okay. Carly, I know you're going to continue watching closely. We all will as well. Thank you for breaking that down for us. We really appreciate your insight.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.